Oh, what are you doing here? I was perfectly happy thinking about myself before you stumbled along. Today we will begin our meditation in a dingy box room flat. There's litter strewn everywhere, Pringle crumbs and cigarette ash on the bare mattress, now devoid of bedsheet, because you don't know how to work the washing machine. The bed is full of yellow stains from a mixture of your sweat and whoever else had the misfortune of spending time in your sordid cavern. Spores decorate themselves across your walls, cutouts of words from newspapers. The phrases don't make sense in the order you put them in, but you were mid-breakdown at the time, and most likely still are. In your scratched up notepad, you write down the registration plates of numbers of unfamiliar cars in your cul-de-sac. Like you're a splinter cell of a surveillance team doing solo investigative work. You have no one to answer to. What you will eventually do with these registration plate numbers is beyond human knowledge. All you know for sure is jotting them down on paper gives you some semblance of control in your rapidly withering existence. At least, when your tormentors come to take the biscuit, you'll know all was not lost. They might kill you in cold blood, but all was not lost. Living in this trashy bedsit can make you do tragic things. Yesterday, you tried listening to country music with the sound off while crying into an empty bowl of cereal. For some reason, this was in your neighbour's kitchen. You haven't spoke to them since. In fact, you never spoke to them at all. It's their fault for letting you in. They didn't know what you were capable of. Your flatmate Solomon left the house for the weekend to go to a Scientology convention. He has a nervous itch and always looks like he's about to say something, but never quite gets around to it. He has a self-help fetish and is always reading inspirational books, but likes to keep all the knowledge to himself in case he accidentally helps someone else. You try your best to stay out of his way. He does all the cleaning, cooking, and worldly events. Yeah, I know Solomon can be good to have around, but when it comes to discussing defensive strategies in case our home gets attacked by the enemy, that's really where my expertise comes into play. I keep a baseball bat under my pillow and I don't sleep. Instead, I sweat and anxiously ruminate to the point of mental collapse. So you know, that's good. If anything happens, I'll be prepared. Probably. You look around. There's no one else in your flat. Finally, you can be yourself. You've always wanted to do that, but your flatmate held you back. Selfish Solomon, always thinking of himself. You walk into the front room, close the blinds and switch on your flatmate's TV. You turn on the news while lying down on the cheap plastic couch. The seat is still warm from the dishevelled reveller you kicked out 20 minutes ago. Suddenly you hear the news reporter's voice speaking to you. Good evening, you, yes you. You need to go into your flatmate's bedroom and steal his shampoo and sell it on DoneDeal. You get a sharp pain in your stomach. Wow, this must be what spiritual enlightenment feels like. That was strange. Oh well. I better do what the news reporter tells me. He hasn't lied to me so far. I'm sure Solomon wouldn't mind if I borrowed and sold his shampoo on the internet. You run into his bedroom. It looks totally different to yours. Almost like a domesticated human lives in here. You open the door to his bathroom. and catch your reflection in the toilet bowl. It starts talking to you. Are you sure this is a good idea? What if you get caught? You'll have to buy your flatmate a new bottle of shampoo. He gets the expensive stuff from Marks and Spencer's. On top of that, I'll be trapped in this toilet forever. You stare at your reflection in the toilet for a moment and pull your hand on the lever to flush. He looked like shit. I never liked him anyway. You scurry on and find the shampoo behind the shower curtain, which is exactly where you expected it to be. You look around to make sure you're not under surveillance, or at least not under any more surveillance than usual. You snatch the shampoo, darting out of the room. You take a look at the label. It's torn apart, so you can't see the writing. Oh, it must be some off-brand stuff. Better stick this ad up on Dundee. You get quiet and hear a noise coming from the TV. It's the news reporter again. Hello again and good evening. Well done. Now all you have to do is put the ad up on the internet. Publicise this household item to the highest bidder on the World Wide Web and wait for further instructions. You open up Solomon's laptop. He wasn't allowed to bring it with him to the Scientology convention. God forbid. He Googled L. Ron Hubbard's name and figures out it's a load of bollocks. Then he'd be in the house and back in your personal space. Your personal space that he's been single-handedly paying the rent for in the last 4 months, mind you. Solomon doesn't have a password on his computer, but if he did, it'd probably be self-improvement 1234 or something equally as miserable. You click onto Dundee to post the ad for the shampoo, taking a photograph of yourself holding the bottle in your hand, incriminating yourself if Solomon ever checks his photos, which he won't, because he doesn't know how to. What will I type? Maybe I could say something like this. Very special shampoo for sale, only available today. For collection, €50. Okay, posted. Now just to wait here for someone to buy it. You sit back on the uncomfortable couch and the news reporter starts again. Proud of you. What? Nothing. Hey, maybe when you get to €50, you can split it with me or buy Sky Broadband. Get the bundle with the 24-hour news channel so we can always be together. I'd like that a lot. I need to be watched constantly. You run over to the laptop to see what the noise was about. You got a response for the bottle of shampoo from a blank profile, Lonely Man 64. He said, "I'll be there in 15 minutes. You look over at the news reporter who's staring back at you while slowly nodding his head with a manic look in his eyes. A sudden flush of fear falls over you. You make yourself a cup of instant coffee and instantly pour it down the sink. The doorbell rings. Through the peephole, the first thing you notice is that this man is bald. Deception from the beginning. He does look lonely though, so at least that's something. Behind his steamy glasses, you notice his eyes are red. It looks like he just stopped crying recently. You slowly open the door, just a crack at first. Hi, I saw your ad on Dundee about the shampoo. Oh, okay, come on in. You point Lonely Man to a seat opposite the couch. You try to make conversation. God, you got here very quickly. I only had the ad up a few minutes. Thanks for showing your interest. Are you from the area? No problem. Yeah, I'm from around here, but you wouldn't see much of me. Do you mind if I speak to you with my face against the wall? I don't much care for looking people in the eyes. Oh, yeah, sure. Lonely Man turns around and faces the wall. I don't leave my compound often. My real name is Lonely Man 64, but my friends just call me Lonely Man. Or at least I think they would, if I had any, which I don't. So you know, yeah. Oh, I'm sure you do have friends. You're just being modest. I do not have any friends. I ditched them all for 2 friends I made on the internet, but they turned out to be robots, and I'm pretty sure they hated my guts anyway. I even paid for one of them to take me to lunch over Skype, but they just blocked me on MySpace. After a couple of mimosas that night, I started walking into the river with stones in my pocket, but no one was there to witness it, so I thought it was a waste of time. When I got out of the water, a flock of seagulls had stolen my clothes, so I walked 10 kilometers naked and got kicked senseless by a gang of disenfranchised small business owners and left to die on the tarmac, where I was spotted in the same spot 12 hours later and arrested by the police. You leave his last statement to hang out in the open for a few seconds. You wonder why he lied on the ground naked and defenseless in public for 12 hours without trying to get home, but you don't mention it. You notice Lonely Man scratching his bald head. So, what are you going to do with the shampoo? Do you have someone at home who'll make use of it? Oh, no, I live alone. Here's the money. I'd like the shampoo now, please. Lonely Man throws the €50 over his head and onto the coffee table, while still facing the wall. You push the bottle of shampoo over to him. He turns around while looking down at the ground and humbly takes the bottle of shampoo. Okay, great. So, do you mind if I use it here? You look taken aback. What? You want to use it here? Okay, sure. Yeah, sure. Lonely Man stares longingly at the bottle of shampoo. Ah, shampoo. Brand new shampoo, isn't it? Yeah? Do you want to rub it on my head? I'd feel more comfortable if you did the honors. I would really rather not touch you, Lonely Man. Ah, yeah, I thought so. You and everyone else. Okay, no problem. You feel guilty and cave in. Oh, okay, I'll do it once. But then you have to promise to leave and please don't tell anyone. Great, okay. You can just pour the shampoo on my scalp and rub it in 3 times clockwise and then stand 5 steps back. You've gone beyond questioning Lonely Man's methods. The sooner this upsetting ordeal is over, the quicker you can get back to living in your own filth. You carry out his instructions, rubbing Lonely Man's bald head while looking directly at the wall. The news reporter pops back on the screen and winks at you, giving you a thumbs up. You did good, kiddo. Don't be scared. You take the 5 steps back and the energy in the room shifts. Lonely Man starts growing a head of hair. Ah! I'm now complete. Now that I have my hair back, I'll be okay. I'm Lonely Man no longer. I will finally prove myself as the cool guy that I am. I want to start playing the drums again, man. Maybe I'll get the band back together. Yeah, maybe I'll call the guys. As time goes on, Lonely Man's hair keeps growing. It's now down to his ankles and isn't showing any signs of stopping. Pretty soon your entire flat will be full of hair unless he gets out. You're in a state of shock. Wait, Lonely Man. I have no idea how this happened, but you need to get out. Get out before you kill us both! Well, a few years ago I used to work as the cameraman for this news channel, and I accidentally left a coffee stain on the news reporter's table when I got in early and pretended to be him one morning. He found out it was me. He used his black magic to put a curse on me and made all my hair fall out. The curse he put on me was shampoo resistant, so the only bottle that works is this stuff from Marks and Spencer's. The only way to make the hair stop is for you to drink the rest of this bottle. I don't want all this hair, please, drink it now. It's an eye for an eye. A poisonous hairdo never hurt anyone, but if you don't drink this poison, it'll kill me spiritually. You look over at the television, and the news reporter is awkwardly looking down at the ground, realizing he caused all this, and pretending to care. You start to drink the shampoo. You grab your lighter under the coffee table and set the back of Lonely Man's head on fire. He runs out of your flat in a screaming, frenzied inferno. The news reporter talks into his earpiece on the television. Okay guys, time to bring in the hidden cameras. The camera crew all rush in laughing at you and sticking their lenses in your face. You're traumatized and they're trying to make you see the funny side to it.
He's being pranked.
As a final blow, the news reporter from the television walks in and shuts the door behind them. Congratulations, you've been pranked. I've been pranked? Why are you all here? I just drank shampoo and set a man on fire. And as part of the joke, he told me you put a curse on him. Yeah, well, you should have seen your face. The audience loved it. You'll definitely have to go to hospital for the poison you ingested. Lonely Man has 3rd-degree burns. And as for the curse, that wasn't a joke. I did put a curse on that bitch real good. Last but not least, there's someone here to see you. In walks Solomon. Everyone else is laughing and he's trying to look like he's amused, but you can tell he's angry. His face is red, he's gritting his teeth, and he has tears in his eyes. We hope you learned your lesson, mate. What did you go on my laptop for? Don't ever touch my stuff again. I know this is all meant to be a laugh, but you better not have told them to read self-help books and do meditation every day. Solomon, the camera's still rolling. You just told them yourself. Everyone looks at Solomon and bursts into laughter. Here, stop. No, that's not what I meant. Solomon runs into the bathroom and pukes in the toilet. You can hear your reflection protest. Solomon, no! Don't get sick in my mouth! Thanks for listening. Goodbye.